Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rohit and this is the 12 sessions of the catalog real-time training. In this training, we'll basically talk about the Onsubmit client script and let's see the requirement first and then why we are going to use the Onsubmit client script. What are the things, benefits of the Onsubmit client script, how we can use the Onsubmit client script and how we can use the GlideAjax to get the value from the Onsubmit client script and how it can be work in the service portal. So these are the things we will basically talk about that today. So let's see first what is the requirement. If you see the requirement sheet, it's saying that user can only order one time this catalog item in a day. So if it means that if you already order a catalog item for a user, you can't raise another request for that particular user. So we'll try to achieve this functionality first, but before that we'll do the step by steps, small steps to see that how it is affecting on the Onsubmit client script. So without wasting time, let's get started. First thing first, what we'll do, whenever somebody click the order now, the Onsubmit client script will be run. So we'll test that Onsubmit client script is really working on or not in our systems. And then we'll see that how we can do this complete validation one by one. So if you go back to the catalog item in this client script, you can write the client script. Basically, we already talked about that we have a three types of client script. One is the onload client script, another is the onchange client script, and we have Onsubmit client script. Onchange client script, we already worked on that, and based on the onchange client script, we get the requested for manager, requested for country. These things we already populated. Although we have not discussed about onload client script, we can discuss that. Basically, onload client script run on whenever your form is loaded. It mostly used for making some mandatory, setting for the some value. We can do that work later, but today we'll mostly focus on the Onsubmit client script. So first we'll select that type equal to Onsubmit. Once we select that, you can see some of the pre-populated code is populated. But unlike that onchanges client script, there are some parameter, or you can say that some parameter was there. But Onsubmit and onload client script doesn't have any of this parameter, right? So now we have a UI type, that is the desktop. So if you want to run this client script only for the native application, not for the service portal, you can select the desktop. Otherwise, most of the cases, most of the people are select the all. Now we'll select the name. In this name, we'll type that one thing called submit validation. Okay. So what does it mean by the submit validation? Submit validation means that we'll check that the user have only one. The for whom we are requesting, they have only one time requesting or not. So requested by whoever is the requested by, they are requesting for only one time or not. So this validation will do that as per this requirement. The requested by, who is requesting, he can or she can only request only one time for a user. Okay. So first, if you see here, if I type that alert, you can't submit. So I'll just test that for you. Something like that. So what it will be work basically, during the Onsubmit or whenever you click the order now, this script will run, but this script not, after that it will automatically generate the RATM. But if I type return false, what does it mean by that? Return false means that it will enforce you, or it will stop you to submit the request, and until unless you pass the return true in such condition. It means that always it will return false whenever you click the order now, and the system does not allow you to submit. Let's see that first this is working or not, and then we'll go to our next steps. So first thing is that let's refresh this catalog item and see this is working or not. Now once we try to submit, that will show Onsubmit client script will run, and then this Onsubmit client script has one alert. It will show the alert, and then it will stop let to submit that. Let's try to do that. Once we click the order now, you can see that the alert message is coming. It means that our Onsubmit client script is running. Now once we click the OK, not you can see that it not allow us to actually submit. It's whenever I try to submit that, it's not allowing us to submit. So that is the benefit of the Onsubmit client script. Using the Onsubmit client script, we can get some data or we can get some value, and based on that we can take action. Now we'll write some script. Okay, so first script we will write that we'll run the script. So let's try to run this script. Function get data. Okay, so this will be our script. Here we'll try to run this script. Okay, so let's see that. First we'll write that VAGA equal to new GlideAjax, the way we did for our own changed client script. Now we have to pass a script include name. So we already created a script include. We are going to use the same script include in this case. I'll go to the script include module, and under the script definition, we already created a script include cloud group manager. We'll open this script include and pass this one. So this is the script include name. Now ga.add parameter. Here we'll pass the sysparam underscore name, and here we'll pass the function name. Here the function name is that user submission. Maybe this is the function name. Whatever function name you can make that. So we'll copy this function name and create a function here. So I'm going to create a function name user submissions and colon and then function. Okay, and now here what we'll do, we have to query to the SCRQ item table. And then in this SCRQ item table, we have to check the user already submitted this request or not. And based on that, we'll do that. Before that, we need to pass the user, right? So we need to pass this user. This user is already submitted any request or not, right? So for that, what we'll do, we'll go back to his client script, and then here we'll pass one more parameter called ga.add parameter. In this case, sysparam underscore user, and here we'll pass the username. So username is nothing but current. We'll get that g underscore form dot get value, and from where I should get that, I should get from the requested by. So I need to get these variables. So I'll go back to the script item table again. And now I should get that variable's name. This is the variables. I should get this variable's name. So requested by this variable name, I should get that. So I'll copy this here and then pass here. So I should get these variables, and then after that ga.getXML. All right. And in this XML, I need to be pass the function name, or you can type that function like that, parenthesis, and inside that you can type that a answer, and here you can write your script. We'll do that alert a or alert answer. So we'll do a alert that whatever response we are getting. Okay, and this function will call our during our initial, whenever the this will be loaded. And I'll just remove that alert and maybe put that here return false. So we want to check that what value we are getting as part of this requirement. Okay, so let's save that. So let's understand the client script one more time. The client script will run that by this function. We are going to call this function get data, and this get data functions will be called a GlideAjax is a script include. With the function name is user submissions, we will pass the requested by, and whatever answer that they will get from the script include, it will just show a alert, and then based on that it will be return a it not let you submit at that moment, but we will based on the condition will do that. Now in the script include, what we'll write that, we'll write that var user equal to this dot get parameter, and here we'll pass the parameter name is sysparam underscore user. And now what we'll do, we'll query to that we'll query to that SCREQ item table. Okay, and let's open first the SCREQ item table in another tab, and I'll explain you guys what are the things I'm going to query. But let's show match with the item. So this is the item, and then I will search that created on today. So this filter I will check, because today, for today's record, we are checking that is there anything I have submitted. So I will copy this query, and in this script, what I'll do, gr.add encoded query, and here I will pass this code. Now what will be happen, gr.query. So if gr.next, if the retap is found, it means that any catalog item which is submit, uh, any item which is the external system group, this item is submitted with today, so we'll validate that. Otherwise, if there is no that case, you can see this, there is no record with this RITM table, so it will simply return false. Okay, else if any record we found, so we'll do a I'll remove this part here probably. So we'll do a while loop. Okay, in this while loop we'll check that if gr dot variables dot this is the variable name, is the requested by, okay, is matches with the user, so we will pass the return true. Okay, so what it will do, it will query to this SCREQ item table, is there any record which is found by this user, it will return true. Otherwise, after completing whole while loop, or if there is there is no record, it will return me the false. Okay, let me submit this script one more time, and let's run this and see what scenario it is happening first. I'll just run this script, and there is one more issue in this script, I'll show you that. But let's put this here. Okay, now if we try to submit, you can see I am getting object, and it is not letting me to if you see this in Onsubmit script, we are run as a return false, right? But this is not honoring that, and that alert is showing, but it is not allowing, or that is not honoring, and it is letting me to submit that. Okay, if I go back to that a native view and see how it is working. So if you see that if I go back to the native view and try it, once we try to submit that, the alert is coming, but before that, it is not waiting for that, because if you see here, the get data function is calling this function, and when we use the getXML, it takes some time to get the data from the backend, and then after that it's showing the message. So during this call to getting the data, it is not holding to the form, the code is executed, and then it is allowing you to submit that. We have to be overcome that. So to overcome this situation, first what we'll do, first we will see that why we are not getting that answer is true or false. For that, what I'll do, I'll go back to this our client script here, and then if you see here, I check that there is a get XML I used, because get XML return you that answer and other stuffs. So we need actually answer. So for that, we'll do that get XML answer. Okay, just simple small changes. Now if I just save that and just refresh our catalog item and try to submit that, I should get that true or false kind of answer. Let's see that we are getting or not. And then once we try to submit that, I'm getting true. It means that I already have some request in my RITM. So let's see that I'm getting correct answer or not. So there is a couple of requests I just raised. So that's the reason it is returned me true. So that's fine. What we'll do here, so I will say that if answer, equal to true, or answer equal to true, okay, that in that case it will be return false, and else will return true, something like that. Okay, and here I'll just show some error message. So g underscore form dot add error message, and then you can't submit more than one request, something like that. In a day, something the message I want to show. Let's see, I put the answer equal to false, and I just want to try one more time and see what is happening. After that, there will be an issue. After that, I will show you that how we can rewrite that code. And so once we try to order that, you can see it goes go to this error message. But if I click checked out, I mean, if the checked out pop-up is came up, and if I click the checked out, system will not allowing me to hold, and system will automatically raise that request. So basically the point is that before came to this part, system recognized that there is a before came to this part, like get XML answer, it takes some time to get the answer. Before that, it execute the full code and not stop that catalog item to let submit. Okay, for that, what I'll do here, I'll write two small changes here. The first changes I'll do that I'll declare a variable. Okay, for that, first I'll do here, come here and type that g underscore form dot ajax complete, something like that. Okay, so if g underscore form underscore ajax is not complete, it will call this function, something like that. Okay, and then when it is call this function, if this condition is satisfied, so what I will do that I will say the g underscore form equal to true. It means that it's satisfied. And then I will say the g underscore form dot submit. And then what I'll do, one more thing here, I just want to add one more thing. I want to return false. Okay, so what I am doing, let's also, if you see here in this block line number 15, we don't need any return false anymore, because we already stopping them from here, return false. So it already, we are stopping them that we don't need to submit that. Once they will come to this block, if the answer is true, then only by script we are actually submitting. Even this line return true we don't need actually, because by this script we are trying to submit the form. So we are saying that go ahead and submit the form by this one. But if initially we are saying that return false. Okay, so we are not letting them to submit. If the data is came and then we get the data, we're just letting them submit. So I'll just submit that code, and then refresh our catalog item and see that it is working or not. So we are getting one answer that you can't submit more than one request in a day. It means that we are getting a request, or we are getting we are not, the system is not letting submit that, and its validation is doing and not letting submit that. So two things we are doing, again I'm just repeating. We are first checking that Ajax complete, is that variable have any value? No, we don't have. It will come to the get data, and then it is executing some of the block, and then at the line number 12, it is waiting to get the answer from the backend. At that moment, code execute the line number 5, and then it's saying the return false. It means that go ahead and don't submit that form. After that, once we get that after certain time, like millisecond or something, we are checking that what answer we received. Yes, if we receive true, we are just showing a message that you can't submit that. If we get the answer something like that, we are just saying that g underscore form dot ajax is true, and then by the script g underscore form dot submit, we are letting them to submit the form. So initially we are stopping them, and then based on the answer we are processing and then submitting them. So let's go back to the RITM and see. I do have a couple of requests for today. So I'll select all these requests and then delete that, and see I am able to successfully even submit that. We see that it is stopping us to submit that, and even we also have to do a positive scenario that I am able to submit if there is no record on behalf of me. So let's do that. For that, what I'll do, I'll put that again the email address here, and let's put the group name ABC, and then once we select the complete and order now, the system came up the checkout page and it alerting me to submit that. Again, if I go back to that catalog item and try to submit one more time, at that time already I do have request for myself. So if I go back and create it on, there is one request on myself. Now if I try to submit one request on behalf of me, system should stop that. Let's do last time and see everything is working perfectly fine or not. We try to submit one request and try to order. System simply showing error message and not letting me to submit. So basically, this is the because this getXML answer, or I mean the getWaitXML is not work in service portal. GetWaitXML not working for the service portal. For that reason, we use that getXML answer, and we are tweaking this part so that it work as per expected. GetXML, again, the getXMLWait does not work in the service portal. For the reason we are tweaking this part, and we are using the getXML answer, and based on that, by force we are trying to submit the form. So that's it for today. Thank you guys. Have a good day.